Hi, I'm Anita of My Duke and I podcast, and wherever you are in the world, I hope that you're having the most fabulous day. And if you're seeing this show for the very first time, please subscribe, like, and share, and hit that notification bell so when an episode comes out, you will be the first to know, okay? So, lots to talk about. Let's see where we should begin. I'm going to start off with Meghan's fashion at the ESPY Awards. Then I'll go to Prince Harry. And then we'll talk a little bit about our girl Serena. She did a fantastic job. So I am dressed in honor of Serena because Serena slayed. She brought out all these outfits. So I'm like, I can do it too. Let me bring out my disco top, okay? Oh my goodness. So Harry and Meghan were at the ESPY, slaying, looking fabulous. Harry in his beautiful tailored suit, Meghan in her beautiful white halter dress that reminded us of her wedding reception dress. And I'm telling you, one of Meghan's best body features is her shoulders, and she knows how to accentuate it, and I love her for it, okay? But our girl showed up. When the camera panned to her, that's when people knew she was there. She did not walk the white carpet with her husband, Harry. They went straight in for the show. And I'm loving that for them because guess what? They're giving people less content to work with, okay? And where does it really matter? It matters on the inside. That's what they were there for, to celebrate and honor Pat Tillman. And Meghan looked absolutely loving with her halter dress and her slick trademark hairstyle with her little pat in the middle. And she had her stud earring. We've seen some of those pieces before. We'll talk about it because I'm going to bring you a complete show on Meghan's whole attire. Stay tuned for that because it's coming. I'm going to record it right after this. Okay, so she had the dress was new, obviously, but it is similar to something that we've seen her in before, where the world fell in love with her on the day of her wedding, where billions of people tuned in, and a lot of people can't get over that, okay? So we had another repeat with our girl with her halter dress, and she was like absolutely beautiful. It contoured her body, and there's a lot of misconception as to who the dress was by, but I think it was an Oscar de la Renta dress. Okay, let me say that like an Italian. Oscar de la Renta. So we'll talk more about that on another show. And Harry looked dapper. Good King Harry looked dapper. He had a nice skinny tie. I'm telling you, Harry has made leaps and bounds from the time we saw him in England to now that Harry is living in the United States with his gorgeous wife and beautiful two children, Archie and Lily. He looked really sharp and crisp. And I'll tell you a little bit more about his style as well when we're talking about Meghan's fashion. And let's see where we can find things that are similar to that and affordable. Okay, we're not in Meghan's price bracket. Okay, she's a millionaire. We're just trying to survive out here. But that doesn't mean we can't look like a Duchess. We are going to try to look like her. So I'm going to bring you some similar things so that you can, mimic some of the things that she's wearing. Okay? Yes. So anyways, as I said, Harry looks slick, and I'm not going to leave him out. I'm going to bring some, information about what he was wearing and how also to for the men in our lives, how they can, hurry up, look like Harry. Okay, so definitely I'll bring you guys that. But let's get to that speech. Oh my God. Oh yes, I even forgot to tell you how cute they look together. Meghan, she loves her man, and Harry loves his woman. Her hand was on Harry's lap, okay? And she's like, that's mine right there, honey, the Pat Tillman Award recipient. Okay, my Duke Harry, Prince Harry. And they were there together, and they looked like they were enjoying themselves. And Serena, of course, is Meghan's friend, and she definitely shouted them out. And sorry about this noise there. My house is very close to a main road. and she shouted them out and she shaded the British press, okay?
It's, well, actually only pretty often that I get to be in a room with actual royalty. And tonight is no exception. Prince Harry and Meghan are here. Let's give it up for them. But please, Harry and Meghan, try not to breathe too much tonight, because this is my night. And I don't want to be overshadowed by the accusations that you guys are taking up too much oxygen, okay?
And I think that all stemmed from when Serena was on Meghan's show, okay, the Archetypes podcast, and they, sort of went on saying that, Serena is this big star, and Meghan didn't give her enough time and stuff like that. Hogwash, really a bunch of baloney. And I had said the other day, Harry couldn't win, and some people took a little offense to that, but I did not mean that Harry couldn't win, not win or he cannot win. What I meant is that there's no way Harry and Meghan are ever going to please the naysayers, the negative people out there. They are winning, and that's the reason why they're talking about them and they're trying to bring them down. That's what I meant when I said no matter what Harry do, he just can't win. He cannot win with these people. They're going to find something negative to say. But anyways, it was nice to see that Serena is standing up for Harry and Meghan and shading the press, letting them know that she's hearing them, she sees them, and she's side-eyeing them, okay? So that was really cute. And by the way, let's just give it up to Serena. She just did an excellent job for the first time. She really, really brought it home. I mean to say, for the past couple of awards show that we've had, particularly the Oscar and so on, which was absolutely horribly hosted by this guy, this Serena really did the best so far this year, and she's a rookie at it. She's not a comedian, she's an athlete, and she really did a good job. But anyways, as I said, she was there for her girl, and Meghan was just happy and beaming to see Serena come on and doing her thing, and so that was really cute. But as I'm saying, the love, you could feel it between Harry and Meghan. It took me right back to when we first saw that wedding, and the wedding when they were going off on that little car, and Meghan had that big ring that belonged to Diana that it looked blue. I forgot the name of the stone. But anyways, it just took me back to that time, and they just looked absolutely adorable. And Serena introduced Harry to accept his award and
for his extraordinary work with veterans in the Invictus Games. To present the award now, I am honored.
Award, and it was just beautiful in general. Somebody is ringing my doorbell. I don't know why. Sorry for the interruption. My son came and I had to open the door. He lost his keys. But as I was saying, from the time Serena Williams introduced Harry, it was a tearjerker. I was not the same. The people on the stage who spoke about Harry, the three vets, God bless their heart. They gave so much, they've sacrificed so much for their country. And it was just a tearjerker from there. You could see the lady in the red dress. She was literally in tears. The man, he was holding back tears. Pat Tillman's ex-wife, a former wife, she had a tear in her eye, and it was just emotional, I would say. And Harry came on stage, and his speech was wholesome. It was touching. It was what we needed.
Thank you, Elizabeth, Israel, and Kirsty. Stay here. You need to be with me. I'd like to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to everyone at the Pat Tillman Foundation, led by Marie Tillman Shenton, who I'm so honored is here tonight. I'd also like to acknowledge the Tillman family, especially Mrs. Mary Tillman, Pat's mother. Her advocacy for Pat's legacy is deeply personal and one that I respect. The bond between a mother and son is eternal and transcends even the greatest losses. The truth is, I stand here not as Prince Harry Pat Tillman Award recipient, but rather a voice on behalf of the Invictus Games Foundation and the thousands of veterans and service personnel from over 20 nations who have made the Invictus Games a reality. This award belongs to them, not to me. That said, it is of great importance to me to highlight these allies, athletes, and their amazing families for their achievements, their spirit, and their courage at every opportunity, especially on nights like this, in front of people like you. Moments like these help us reach those that need Invictus most and reduce more than 20 veterans a day taking their own lives in this country alone. For those who may not know, Invictus comes from Latin, meaning undefeated or unconquerable. Nelson Mandela credited the poem of the same name, written by the poet William Ernest Henley, for giving him the strength to endure nearly 30 years of imprisonment. Like that poem, the spirit of the Invictus Games transcends race, time, and borders. It is born from unity and exudes purpose. This year, we're celebrating 10 years of witnessing life-changing impact and healing through sport. And while so much progress has been made since those first games, the world outside seems to be in an even more precarious state. We live in an age marked by polarization and division. Conflicts rage around the globe. Anger and resentment towards those who are different seem to pervade societies everywhere. Our community challenges that. Our community proves that unity is not just possible, but formidable. The beauty of the Invictus Games lies in how it brings people together, no matter one's nationality, background, or personal struggles. It is a collective built from courage and mutual respect, where athletes discover time and time again the common denominator of their humanity. Having survived the crucible of armed combat and forged through the challenge to rebuild bodies and minds impacted by conflict, they form a family. They exemplify the very best in all of us. There is a military expression that dates back to Roman times. I'll spare you another Latin lesson. But the phrases translates roughly to leave no one behind. And they hold particular significance for the US Army's Rangers. And I have no doubt Pat Tillman and his comrades lived by those words. So, it is fitting that I end with them and make a promise on behalf of all of us at the Invictus Games Foundation. No matter the road ahead, we are here for you. We will leave no one behind.
We did.
Thank you.
And it just sort of like said to me that in your face, if you tell me that Harry is not deserving of this award, you must be on something, and I don't know what it is that you are on. It's something very strong, okay? He is so deserving of that award. If you go back and look at that video, go in my channel, you see that video, that documentary. Literally, I made a documentary. It took me about 5 days to put everything together, and it just shows that he's deserving of it. And his speech was just excellent. He made reference to Mary Tillman, Pat Tillman's mother. He literally thanked her, and which was just a masterclass in humility. Okay, he acknowledged Pat Tillman's former wife that was there. He sort of showed the bond or referenced the bond between a mother and a son, and I think that resonated with him as well. You know, the bond that he and his mother had. No, she's not here anymore, Princess Diana, and the bond that Mary Tillman has, or or had with her son Pat Tillman. So he made that connection between him and Mary Tillman, and that was just brilliant. And he referenced Mandela's struggle, and he just literally put the spotlight on the Invictus Games, which is where it's supposed to be. And he made it very clear that it is not about him, it's about the men and women who are fighting to survive, who are fighting to get their lives back after they've gone through such trauma. And if you want, apart from the documentary that I made on Prince Harry and why he's deserving, if you want anything further to look at, is go and watch Heart of Invictus, and you will see even why more so that Harry is deserving of that award, how he has changed so many lives. One man, the founder of the Invictus Games, how he has transformed so many lives and given people so much purpose in their life after they've gone through so much. The Invictus, its members, is a huge community of support. It's a family, and they look out for each other, and that is what he has created, and he spotlighted that. And it was just very poetic in the way that he delivered his speech. He got a standing ovation when he went to the stage, and people were just in awe. And I think the very thing that people wanted to do was for people to turn their back on Harry. I think they started leaning in and looking at Harry a little closer and seeing who this man really is and what he has created and how he has contributed to society. And that was powerful to see. I think what they have done essentially is make people love Harry even more than they had before. And I'm sure as of last night at the ESPY Award, Harry got more fans than he had before, because they got to see the raw person, the person that is Harry. As he said, he was not there as a prince. He was there as to represent the Invictus family and the Invictus Games, and that's why he was accepting this award. And it just, I think, what they were trying to do, it backfired, literally. That's the word I want to use. It backfired. And more people, I think, after last night have now gravitated and now are more curious as to who is Prince Harry and what is the Invictus Games. And I'm going to follow up to see how the number of searches that has been done on Heart of Invictus and Prince Harry and so on, and see where he was trending and what people were interested in, compared to say following up to the week of the award. It's just really, really, really powerful what he did in terms of the delivery of his speech and the message that his speech had. It was just incredible. So, as I said, there are lots more videos to come. I'm going to do so much. I'm not saying what I'm going to do because I don't want nobody to steal my ideas. But there's going to be a lot more coming up just about the EPSI, because there was so much to unpack in that show, and I will be unpacking it. I'm here for it. Let me tell you something. This morning, the devil tried to take away my joy, right? I got up. I had worked so hard yesterday. I got a new refrigerator because after 9 years, my fridge decided that it wasn't going to be working anymore, because let me tell you something, we have been experiencing a heat wave here in New York, and that fridge gave way during the heat wave, and I had a lot of things that had gone bad because I had to wait for the fridge to come by. I got a smaller fridge. It has no buttons, it has no extra this and extra that, because I noticed nowadays fridge used to last forever and now those refrigerators, they're not lasting very long because they have so much technology and so much, and they purposely make them not to last. So I worked so hard. I cleaned up my whole kitchen, threw out things and stuff like that. So as soon as it was about 7:30, I got upstairs and I put myself in front of my computer because I don't have cable anymore. That's why I didn't do a live with you guys. I wanted to do a live party, but I've cut back on my bills because things are so expensive nowadays. So I cut off my cable and stuff like that. So I have Netflix, which I have to have because I want to see Megan's show when it comes out. So I have Netflix, and I had an Apple TV box or something like that, so it makes my TV into a smart TV and stuff like that. So that's good enough for me. I don't need all the extra stuff. As I came up and I just was like taking in all the ESPN had a live feed of the the stars coming in, those athletes and what have you. So I was watching that, and I was just ready, just searching the internet and looking for things. That's the reason why I was able to bring these things to you guys last night. So yes, that's what happened, and looking forward to talk to you guys about more stuff. Stay tuned to this channel. Okay, I told y'all, what did I tell y'all? That there's going to be so much content. We're not going to know what to do about Harry and Meghan, so let's just stay positive and let's just focus on what is most important, which is the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, as opposed to what the crazies are doing out there. By the way, I want to just give a spotlight to Princess Anne, because when people are sick, there's a special place in my heart for them, and and situations that are going on with them. So it's nice to see that today she had an engagement. She was out there doing what she loves to do. She's a workaholic, and it was nice to see that she could come out and do what she pick up where she left off. That's always a good thing. So I just want to give a spotlight on that. Okay, so take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your days. Well, what days? Enjoy the rest of the day, because you will be hearing from me. Okay, love you guys. Take care.